Do you believe that love is conditional? I mean, like, because you could say that my cat's love for me is more or less unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have to feed her, obviously.
Yeah, but that's dominion, that's caretaking, that's, you have power over an animal. But actually, to some degree, like the fact that they're so powerless is, I think, part of the beauty of it, is that they're just powerless and trembling before us. And that's, I think, what inspires in us such compassion and love, and it because they don't really have anything to offer us other than love. They don't have any other agenda, really. They have a very simple agenda. They want to eat, they want to sleep with you, they want to cuddle, they have a very simple agenda. And I think that makes them less scary. Like, humans are scary because there's just so much going on. Like, I know how much is going on in me. You know how much is going on in you. And if we imagine, okay, you're like that too, then it's like, how hard is it to know yourself, much less another person, So I think some of it is that, that there's a complexity to human beings. But again, that doesn't have to be like, because fundamentally, I don't know if you've watched this. You and I share some of the same literary preferences and some of the same affection for certain music. Did you ever watch Love on the Spectrum?
Yes, loved it.
Okay. That show made me cry multiple times with just how beautiful it is. Because I spend so much of my time with people that have a lot of demands of their relationship and then a lot of demands in the ending of their relationship. And of course, in the relationship space, like working in the relationship space now and talking about it, I talk to a lot of people about like what it is they want in a partner and what it is they want in a relationship. And then you watch a show like Love on the Spectrum, where this person is really struggling to navigate very basic things in life. Like their neurodivergence, creates in them, like, we take for granted that we can sit here, two people having a conversation. They can't take that for granted. Like, just having a conversation is really hard, like figuring out how to navigate that. And I find myself watching it, and I'm going like, oh, come on, you can do it. Like, you can do it. Like they're sitting on the date and they're kind of not sure what to say. But the part that like really makes me go totally rubbery and cry is they're sitting there having the most stilted, awkward conversation. Like, oh, so do you like stuff? And they're like, yeah, what do you like? I like baseball. Do you like baseball? No, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, what do you like? And then they like cut away to the interview and they're like, how do you think it's going? And they're like, it's really good. It's really good. Like, she's really nice. And they're like, yeah, he's really nice. And you realize like, oh my God, like we just want to connect. Like we just want a person. Like they really are like the whole show is like, maybe you'll be my girlfriend. Okay, would you be my boyfriend? Okay. And they're not caught up in like, well, what does he make and what does he drive and who is it? Like, it's just, I want someone to love me and I want to love someone. And I want someone who'll hold my hand and they'll want to hold my hand and I get to hold their hand. And like, to me, like that's really all it is. Like, we've added all this other stuff on top of it. But like, that's kind of all it is. Like we are literally born of the connection of two people. Like the physical connection of two people creates us as human beings. And then we spend the rest of our life trying to reconnect to something. And then depending on what you believe happens after we die, maybe we reconnect to the infinite. I don't know. But it's all about like connection. And I just think that, whether it's a pet, whether it's a partner, strip it down to its simpler things. Because early on in relationships, it's about, I see this person and something in me sparks. There's something magical between us. There's something about their smile, something about their eyes, something about like how they make me feel. Not just who they are, who I am when I'm with them. That's so authentic. It's so pure. And we just throw a lot of other stuff on top of it, but we decide to do that. We don't have to do that. We can actually like step back and say, hey, wait a minute, like, let's simplify this a little bit. Like, let's just remember in this relationship that it's not, where did you take me on Valentine's Day and did you get me a Birkin bag for Christmas? Like, it really is like, you're so pretty. It makes me happy every time I see you. I have the prettiest girl in my life. Like, what a lovely thing to say to someone. What if someone's saying to you, you know, Max, like, you're so handsome. It makes me so happy that we're together. I have such a handsome man in my life. Who wouldn't? I'm not even dating you. You're smiling when I hear that, because it just feels so nice to hear someone say, I like you so much. I like talking to you. It's making me happy to talk to you right now. Like, and we're just in this world where, again, understand, I'm from New York City. I mean, you're originally a New York guy. I mean, you know, like, we walk around just angry all the damn time and resentful all the damn time and sarcastic all the damn time. But underneath it, like, we're really just like your cat. Like, we just want to, like, be happy and loved. We want to be warm. We want to be safe. Like, that's all we want. It's not that hard, you know? And I think a place to start is in your relationship. I think the rest of the world is really frightening and complicated a lot of the time. But I think your relationship can be a lot simpler than we make it.
Why do we become so calloused?
I think we get hurt. I think the world breaks everybody at some point. And I think, you know, some are stronger in the broken places and some are broken in the broken places. I think we get hurt. And when we get hurt, we get scared. When we get scared, we start to, like, control for things. You know, we start to, like, if you ever learn how to shoot a firearm, you know, one of the most important things is to not, it's the hesitance, because you know it's about to make a really loud noise and you anticipate that, and it changes the way you hold it. So part of the process of learning how to shoot a firearm is learning how to breathe and be calm, and you don't have trigger hesitation, like, you don't react before that sound because you know that sound's coming. And I think it's kind of the same. Like, I think when we've been hurt, understandably, and again, not even necessarily by a romantic partner, like, we've been disappointed by love. Like, our parents hurt us, we hurt them, you know, like, our siblings hurt us, we hurt them, our friends hurt us, we hurt them. Like, we hurt each other all the time. Like, hurting people is, like, the nature of humanity. But I think, you know, we can figure out how to absorb some of that pain, normalize it, not be afraid of talking about it, not be afraid of sharing it. And I think that's a path. That's a path to stay connected.
Hey, if you liked that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.